We're comic fans. We're all a little pudgy. That's a great way to open up this show.
And we need wine.
Show, everybody. Hi. So it's the end of the week. I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning and tried taking a nap so that I have a cat and a dog shriek in my face for a while. Tacoma's here. We're having the whole gang starting to show up.
What up? What up?
Hi. I want to say hi to anybody that's joining us out there watching as we go live. Thank you for tuning in, week out. We are going to be talking about some market manipulation this week because I order everything FOC. That means final order cutoff for those out there that don't know the technical terms, which means I order it several weeks in advance. They have not come in, not Dork, not White Sky, not frickin' Cocaine, Hippopotamus, Master, whatever they call that damn thing. I ordered all of them. None of them came in.
You ain't getting them.
Blows up. I'm not going to. I'm not going to pay over $20 for any one of those. But Dorks is now $100. You have White Sky going for 40, 50, 60. And you have the Cocaine Massacre Hippopotamus thing going for about 40, 50.
It's preposterous. It's just preposterous.
It's hippopotamus.
Yeah. And people that have read it, some people are saying, well, White Sky's fun, but I've seen it before in other stories. It's like I'm already forgetting, Nocturna, but backwards. Like, okay. It's kind of like Walking Dead with how bleak it is. Great. I can watch or read Walking Dead. But that's neither here or there. It's the end of the week. It's the moment you all been waiting for. And yes, we are finally there, only to do it all over again next week and every week as long as we're still here. It's Friday, you bastards.
The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans, tonight you are seen, heard, recognized. Because comics are for everyone. Live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world, this is the Not Near Mint Show.
All right, so welcome to the show. It's the end of the week. I am so glad that it's finally over. But next week, I might have a trial in the Keys again, so it's really going to be like I'm doing it all over again. And
I hope your lawyer gets you up this time, Rob.
What?
Oh, it's not your trial? Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Oh, no. Anytime I go down there, it seems to only be for people getting divorced. And all I can think of throughout all of these trials is you loved each other once. How are you guys so hateful? And then I realize everyone's fucking each other down there in Keys. So that explains a lot.
Down there. For everybody fucking each other. I don't know. That's a lot of fucking going on.
You have no idea. I do a lot of internal affairs stuff for the police. And when it comes right down to it, it's everyone's fucking one another, whether it's sexually or by trying to screw someone over. That's what everything's going on down there. Wow. All right. So how about we just jump right on over to the top 5 and then start showing some books because we've got to keep this thing moving.
Do it.
All right. So let me bring up the top 5 material, change over the camera. Now, these are the third week of, or at least I think it is. Yes, this is the third week of February. And again, the top 5 is based off of my 30,800 some odd comic books in CLZ. And if you have a CovrPrice subscription and is paid up, you hit the value update button and it spits out a list. And this is that list. Here we go. Number 5, the ones that went up the most. GI Combat number 91. It's the first cover appearance of the Haunted Tank. This thing came out in 1962, and this is another one of those where he's not on the cover, so people didn't know what it was, but the actual first appearance is one of the best covers of all time for war comics. But then it took until 91 to be on the cover. It's up $76, came out in 1962. Somebody paid $185. I paid more than that. That's number 5. Number 4, Fantastic Four number 52 is the first appearance of Black Panther. Came out in 1966. Very good plus condition copy. It is up $108. And if people remember, a couple weeks ago, the stock market took a bit of a tumble. So people were able to play with their money that were not the investor class. Because when the investor class takes their money out, they're going to be competing against us for books. And we always lose every single time. So somebody got a pretty good deal because while it's up $108, it's still under $400. Somebody got it for $387. Number 3, we have Journey into Mystery 84. It's the second appearance of Thor and first appearance of Jane Foster. Came out in 1962, a very good minus copy. And again, there's another one of those where it's less than what I paid for it because I got this back during the pandemic when everything was stupid expensive. So this thing came out in 1962, very good minus copy, up $115. Somebody paid $370. Now, this next one here is a little interesting because she's not on the cover. You wouldn't know who she is just to look at her in the book because she's some white chick with blonde hair.
Mm-hmm.
Her name is Betsy Braddock. It would be much later on when she combines with Quainon to become Psylocke, and then later on during the Krakoa storyline where they separate her during the Swords of X. It's complicated to talk about Psylocke, but it doesn't matter because if you're wearing a skimpy purple outfit with a G-string, nobody cares. Mm-hmm. And because of that, this 1976 book, near mint condition, it is up $221, which meant a few weeks ago you could have got this for under $200. I think I paid about $4. It is $375 somebody paid. Yeah, a lot of these are pretty cheap if you can find them. Now, the next one I got for a lot less, but there's also a reason why I got it for a lot less. The number one book that went up the most amount of money came out in 1965 and in a very fine condition, minus. Fantastic Four number 48 is the first appearance of Silver Surfer and first appearance of Galactus. Yeah, I know I wrote cameo, but comic book collectors are fucking stupid.
Tell us how you really feel.
Now, I'm going to preface this because let's say this. Let's say I arrive to your door. You open the door and you greet me.
Hi, Rob.
Hi. Now you invite me inside. I come on inside.
No, you're
and then
a
you
vampire.
turn around.
No.
Yeah, then you turn around and then you say, hi, Rob, again. Who would do that? The person coming into your home would think that you have dementia. It's like, well, I greeted you at the door. That's your first cameo appearance. Then you walked in the door. This is your first full appearance. Fuck you. There's only one first appearance. Unless they're in shadow. If you see the face, if you see the character, it's the first appearance. Oh, there's no two firsts. There's no such thing. All right. 1960.
Wow.
Up.
Wow, that was out of nowhere.
I like the passion.
Yeah.
My brain is vaporware right now. My brain is a fart. Up $457 from 1965. Somebody paid for a copy that isn't restored. This one is, which is why I got it for much less. I think I got this one for about $400 in a collection of other stuff from this guy selling stuff during the pandemic. He was a lapsed collector. $2,000 is what somebody paid for a copy of first appearance of Silver Surfer and Galactus this week. Yeah, it must be nice to be one of them riches, because us Poes, we just have to settle for restored copies. But that is your top 5 comics for the third week of February 2026. And hey, we did it all in under 10 minutes, which just means everyone else can show their books a lot sooner than later. And just a reminder, this list is intended to help people decide whether or not they even want to look for a book. Because if you're wanting Dorks number 1, I guarantee you in like 2 years, unless the thing is still an ongoing book, it's going to be $20 or under.
6 months, dude.
I can say the same thing about Light Sky. I can say that's about everything.
Maybe less.
6 weeks to 6 months. After 6 weeks, if it's still up, wait 6 months.
I would say the quicker they rise, the quicker they're going to fall.
Yep.
You know, the ones that hold the value take a while, even the indie books, you know. But anyway, I got a lot to say about this topic when we get to this topic.
Yeah, I mean, look at the difference
good.
between those and Absolute Batman. Absolute Batman took a while to start getting spicy like that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I even did a
story.
Yeah, I did a Comic Insights showing that, yeah, it had like 150,000 of the A cover printed. People just prying off the B, C, D, E, whatever other covers they were, just to get to that A cover. And it didn't matter because the story was so good, and month in, month out, as long as he keeps delivering on the story, people are willing to pay more and more every single month. Now, if he does a misstep, maybe it'll be a little bit less, but unless he winds up walking away from the book altogether, it's going to maintain value. But the second he's out of there, 6 weeks to 6 months later, that book is going to crash, just like Ultimate Spider-Man #1 from Brian Michael Bendis, which is fantastic, but it's over. So who wants to say his book? Michael?
Okay.
Richie Rich.
And then I'm going to go to Miracleman because I know he's got to have a lot by now.
I've got a few. I've got a few. I haven't been on.
That's
I haven't
comics.
been on in a few weeks.
Well, I saw this. I guess it's a poster book by George Perez, and it has like 20 of his best. Well, not best covers, but some DC
Best
covers.
posters.
And so I was like, oh yeah, I don't have these. So I filled in the gaps of George Perez covers I don't have. And went out
Nice.
searching for them.
Good
This happened
one.
to be one of them.
Really
Liked
good
it.
one.
Yeah, that's one you don't see that much.
Mm-mm.
This one you see a lot, but this is later work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can definitely see the change in the art style. At least I can, for sure.
Oh yeah.
Is it that or the coloring?
Well,
No, but
I
it's
think
things-
in this one in particular, he was going specifically for that darker look. You remember the Infinite Crisis story itself very much was about how the DC universe had grown darker. And I genuinely think he modified his art style slightly in order to kind of showcase that.
And this one's the last one I didn't have, and it just showcases why we love George Perez. Like, not many people can do such a busy cover,
No,
and get the detail, and we love it. And there's you can still follow the action. He's just a master at that, and that's why Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths was such a masterpiece. I got a few Teen Titans. I think did somebody show this last week? Or am I imagining that?
Oh,
Someone did show that last week. I think it was, I don't know. Lady, I think, maybe.
They're all
Anyway.
falling. These were like early, like, yeah. Sadly, this reboot did not catch on because of bad writing, and they just kept adding Teen Titans too that we didn't really want to see, like the Golden Eagle and Batgirl.
Here's Bumblebee. Here's Harley Quinn. Who the fuck are these people?
I think you used this for one of the covers.
I
in
did.
The contest. Yeah.
I did. Yep. It was the Show Me When Titans Clash. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I got the perfect one.
When Beast Boy still had a mask.
Same, Gabriel. JLA Avengers facsimiles. That's great. I'm very happy they're coming out.
We're about due for another one of those, Rob, isn't it?
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Now,
Beauty.
question before I cede my
on with you?
before I cede my time. I asked this on our group chat. Nobody answered me. Do you which are you guys getting the Spider-Man, Superman, Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah.
crossover? And
Oh,
which
yeah.
variant cover are you guys focusing in on?
That's tough. That's tough. There's a
There's
great Nakayama.
Okay.
I'm partial to David Nakayama.
Is that the big blue one where they're coming out? Is that when they're very blue?
I think that's the Power Girl and Gwen cover.
Okay. Okay. I like Doc Shaner, if I'm pronouncing that right. Shanner.
It's a great one.
He's goofier. He's kind of my style, the kind of silliness of him. He's got the Spider-Mobile and I think the Superman Mobile, whatever it's called. So yeah, that I might do that one.
Isn't that the one with the boxing glove on it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, I was just curious which one you guys were gonna get, but
Shaner's a good choice. He did that Mary Marvel series 2 or 3 years ago, which was really nice.
Yeah. caught my attention when he did Future Quest a bit with Jeff Parker, and then he also did this wonderful Flash Gordon series, which I loved to death.
He's a good choice for Flash Gordon.
Yeah. Oh, that was beautiful. Anyways, I was just curious if you guys had picked out yet. There's still a couple of weeks before you have to place your order. I didn't know what you guys were getting. Okay, that's all I got.
We're going to go to Tacoma.
Okay. Why?
Because I thought it was funny. No, I was kidding. No, I was kidding.
All right.
I'm
Go
fine.
ahead,
Okay,
man.
so first up,
All right. Let's get into it. Where do we want to start? Do we want to, you know what? I'm not, there's no options. We're going to start with some.
you have any odd indie books?
Believe it or not, I might have some odd indie books, but let's start with the Silver Age. This is
Do you
all
have any
silver.
nudie books?
Oh, yeah.
I have a couple. Here's all the silver I've gotten in the last. I think it's all silver. Here with the very last issue I needed of Peter Cannon Thunderbolt. That's number 60. It's also the last issue in the series. The very last issue I needed of the Mighty Crusaders, also the last issue of the Mighty Crusaders, number 7. Some very pretty adventure comics. Check this one out, number 344.
Ooh, love it.
That's a 2-part story. A Legion of Superheroes in there.
Is it okay? Question: 2 or 3 parts?
Ooh, at least 2, because these aliens are in the next issue, and they're executing some superheroes. Here's an issue 360, another Legion appearance. Look at that one. Isn't that pretty? Here is, I don't think I showed this. I've had this one for a hot minute, but I don't think I've ever shown it. It's Superboy. I've such a hard time seeing this cover. I don't know what issue this is, but this is a Superboy with a Crypto and the Dog Legionnaires story. Yeah.
What? I didn't know about this one.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that one. Dog Legionnaires once ended up showing up in Grant Morrison's Animal Man run.
Fitting.
Highly recommend in the Limbo, when they were talking about Limbo. Check this one out. A Harvey book, a thrill adventure. Harvey Publications, Man in Black, number 2. Very early silver. I think 1957. Still a 10-center, right? Just check out this fucking wild ass cover, right? Look at that. It's crazy. Got that for a stupidly cheap amount of money. Next, we're going to do some mainstream. Look, this is just some regular old mainstream. Well, there's a couple of smaller press books in here. That's all I got of this. Look at this. Static, number 23, second to last issue I needed.
Oh, nice.
Almost done. One more to go. Sensational She-Hulk, 43. Let me get a little brazier action there. Look, you guys showed this the other day. I had to get one with that first appearance of it's the foil.
Yep.
Right, second printing. I had to get it. I loved it so much. Check this one out. This is a horror book from Dead Dog Comics. It's the 2005 annual. It's got 3 short stories, all new stories. One of them from Barbara's Night of the Living Dead, Barbara's Zombie Chronicles. It was 4 issues, 0, 1, 2, and 3. It's a continuation of Barbara from the original Night of the Living Dead. She survived. This is the first appearance of that character in the story. They did a lot of zombie stuff. I don't know if you could tell from that cover. And then I got a couple of good girl art here. We have Dan DeCarlo covers, Archie's Pals and Gals, number 209. You give me a Dan DeCarlo bikini cover, and it's coming home with me. Look at that beautiful cover. That's gorgeous, isn't it? And then here's a Betty and Me, number 194. Both of those came from Cosmic Comics in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you happen to be out there, I highly recommend checking them out. Not only did they have an excellent selection of back issues, a fairly deep silver, but a really great selection of artist edition hardcovers and local comics. Here is Always on Time from Panopolis Comics, which is a superhero speedster book. A little too busy of a cover, but it's a square bound. It was obviously a Kickstarter. I think it came out in 2017. Competent art, fun story, very Bronze Age feel to it. This one was fun if you happen to come across it. It'd been there a little while, so it's a little warped. The Dirge, I don't know what the hell this is. The Dirge of Victis, The Fire Within. This cover is not indicative of this story at all. There's the cover. I was like, oh, that looks fun. And then I opened it up. I was like, oh, that's not at all what I expected it to be. But both of these were local Vegas creators. And I think this was actually a Cosmic Comics exclusive cover. So definitely recommend checking them out if you happen to be in Vegas sometime. It was a good store. Unfortunately, I didn't get to go to the other stores I really wanted to go to that I was excited for, but there's always next time. Now, let's get on to a little good girl art here, shall we?
You won the trip there, didn't you? Is that why
that's not where I won the trip. I got another trip coming. That was a company trip. Okay. So we got some Heroic Publishing books here. Heroic Publishing.
Some of us only get one trip, So.
Yeah, well, some people aren't as great as me. So here we have Champions number 51. Right? This is a traditional superhero story. It just happens to have a woman naked except for her thong. Here is Champions number 58. Now, here's something that most people who know Heroic Publishing doesn't realize. This character, her name is the Sensational G-Girl. And the reason it's G-Girl, and yes, that is a Headlights cover, but I'm not going to bring it up too close. Most of her covers are Headlight covers. The Sensational
Headlights G-Girl. For her clamshell?
Yes. G-Girl stands for Giant. So the Giant is a champion superhero, male superhero. He switched bodies with his sister, Billie Jean, and decided he liked it and stayed in it. There is an inordinately high number of body swapping stories in the Heroic Publishing universe. Black Enchantress, that's another book. Lots of body swapping. In fact, I think there's an entire sorority of hot college girls who were once frat guys who decided to stay as hot college girls. There's another story, the story of Heather Riley, which is about a man who switches bodies with his hot sister. All of them always decide they're happier in that body. This creator, this writer, I think is in egg form. Champions number 60, another G-Girl, Sensational G-Girl cover. Here's Sensational G-Girl number 1 from her solo title. And
heard of this.
Flare number 39. All of these are very traditional superhero stories, except for in this one where her superhero costume randomly turns into skimpy lingerie.
Say, how do they have time to fight crime when they're posing in skimpy outfits?
Listen, she does a good job. I read the whole thing twice.
They have easier dexterity of movement instead of wearing all those heavy pads and pouches and armor.
Yes. Now, moving on through the good girl stuff, we'll get into a little bit of the bad girl stuff here. We have Tigress number 2. This is from Basement Comics. We're not to that yet. Tigress number 2, Basement Comics. Basement Comics, well known for Cave Woman, Bud Root's publishing house. Here we have Flesh Eating Cheerleader Spring Break number 1. I feel like I might have shown that one. Listen, she's eating flesh and she's a cheerleader. Now,
sounds like a good time.
Speaking of good girl art, actually, let's get back to a little bit of the good girl stuff here real quick. So Paragon Publishing and AC Comics, same publisher, Bill Black. He started off doing Paragon. There was a lot of zines. He's done some unusual stuff. This is some of his traditional superhero stuff from AC Comics, his Paragon Dark Apocalypse. But then here is a little bit more of his oddball stuff. Giant Women on the Rampage, Biggins, number 2.
It exists. Al Bundy's favorite magazine exists in real life.
Now, I'm going to tell you something, guys. That is not an easy book to find. Go ahead and take a look on the bay. See how much that book goes for.
I guess I'm not getting it.
Here we have now Bill Black, like I said, he originally published Paragon. There was a lot of TNA in his Paragon stuff. He transitioned into the AC stuff, which is okay. It's a little revealing, but it's not TNA. Now he's coming back to doing the TNA again in Paragon Publications. There's Fantastic number 1. Here's Fantastic number 5. And one of his very first publications was a book called Bizarre Thrills, which had Phantom Lady on it. And here we have Bizarre Thrills number 3. He's very big into the headlights.
She's got back pains.
She has back pains. Now we'll get into the actual diddly daddly stuff here. Okay. So this is where you put up that warning there, Mr. Worst. All right, that's not the one. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a viewer of the Not Near Min show under the age of 18, we highly recommend that you tune out. It's not that we don't want you as a viewer. It's just that we're probably going to get in trouble if you see this next part. So,
what kid is going to turn away after that?
Hey, listen, I said it. Penthouse Comics number 30. Getting really close to finishing this original Penthouse Comics run. Not real easy. Some amazing creators. You have everywhere from Dan DiCarlo to Kevin McGuire to Adam Hughes to Keith Giffen working in these books back in the day. Penthouse Comics, I forget what issue that is there. There's another one. Oh, there's another issue of it right there. Here is yet another. This one's September of 96. That one there is August of 96.
Does her hat say "Eat Me"?
I believe it does. That's a Richard Corbin cover, obviously. Here we have another one. This one actually has a Milo Manara story in it, which is, one of the reasons I got this. This is December of 1996. Right there. All right.
Manara cover?
That's not. No, but there's a Manara story in there.
Oh.
And, I love these Penthouse Comics. I've been trying to finish them off. Now, back in the day when they used to make a lot of adult comics, there was a publisher called Raging Rhino, and they used to put out their own catalog for the books called Erotic Screams. I don't know if anybody's ever seen one of those before, but I've gotten a couple of them now. And it's all just their stuff. There's what they're publishing. Their comics were not the best erotic comics. Ultima Woman number 2. Look at that. Fighting Godzilla. And number 3, these are Eros comics. So yes, this is very much very Japanese inspired, anime inspired, but also naked.
Is she naked? Why is she naked?
She's not, but in the book she is.
Okay.
Now this is less nude. This one I'm about to show you. This is for our friend Omactivate, Mike Myers' bunch. I was showing him the other day, or a couple weeks back, I was showing him this work by Tom Simonton from Fantaco. Here's the Amazon Woman Jungle album.
Ooh.
This is not an easy book to come by. That one's pretty tough. Took me a little time to
come on. Yes, come by. No.
Right. Here we have a Jim Silk illustrated pinup book. Check this out. It's full.
You can never go wrong with that. Oh, I got that. Yeah.
How do you beat Jim Silk, right? One of the best.
I always said silky. Is it silk?
I don't know. It could be either. I really don't know.
If only they'd waited 2 more seconds to take that picture.
Now, not necessarily naughty, but
timing, right?
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
London Night Razor Embrace number 1. This is a Carmen Electra cover. Y'all remember Carmen Electra?
I loved Carmen Electra when I was younger.
Dennis Rodman's girlfriend.
Yeah. That's a woman that is attractive to men of a certain age, because men of another age have never even heard of her. Here we have a bunch of Betty Page. Check this out. There's a Virgin variant cover for you. Here's Unbound number 5. Check that one out. Look at this one. This wasn't even a photo cover, but it was just so cool. I had to grab it. Look at that. Great negative space one. Here's another Virgin variant. I just love her hand there. The hand just does it. I don't know why. Here's another Virgin variant. The right one.
Yes.
Although the left one's doing it too. And here are 2. This one is another Unbound issue. There she is as a belly dancer girl. And here's Betty Page number 3 from her 3rd series. Look at that. Almost done with these photo covers, guys. I love getting these. They're so great. 3 more books I'll show, and then we'll move on. And we'll let somebody like, the wonderful Tacoma or the ever-present Doc Comics. 3 more things.
Times and Rhymes is just dropping some knowledge. Prince discovered Carmen Electra and produced her album.
I did hear about that once upon a time. Discordia Publishing. If we ever do any interviews of publishers again, I would love to get Discordia Publishing on to interview. They've been putting out these beautiful books Ooh, that one even says Carnal Comics on it. So that means Dan Fogel was actually involved in this one. Demi the Demoness, the crossover omnibus. Okay. This collects a bunch of very hard to find crossovers for Demi the Demoness, and puts them all together and even turns them into one coherent story. So there's new added material to link the existing stuff. There's a couple of new stories included as well. Some stuff that had never been published before. But seriously, Discordia is putting out these great collections of these very hard to find 90s books. Demi the Demoness. This is Cherry, the Chandra, the Savage. That word's not really acceptable anymore. Woman with extra appendage. Justine, they're also talking about, I talked to them on Blue Sky. They've got new material coming out for all those characters as well. Really excited to see it. I got inside. What's that? No, it's all black and white.
Okay.
It's all black and white, but it was a very affordable collected edition. If you'd missed out on these, you can buy them from Discordia's website. Highly recommend taking a look. All the books are beautiful. Not a single one I've been unhappy about backing. I have picked this up. I've been wanting one, but I did not want to spend the $100 on it. And I found a website that had one last copy. They were selling it at clearance price for $40. And the reason I wanted it, I have every other issue, but there's a brand new story in here. But this one in particular is autographed. This is Black Kiss Omnibus from Howard Chaykin. Okay. This one is autographed by Howie Chaykin himself right here. Where is that autograph? I was going to open up to the page. Here we go. Here's that Howard Chaykin autograph right there. Right. It was $100 book. Like I said, I got it for $40. Was very, very pleased to find this because like I said, I've wanted it to have that last Black Kiss story. Apparently he's done with Black Kiss. He has no more stories to tell. But the only place that last story is published is right here in this omnibus. Now, one last thing I'm going to share before moving on. I did get that. I did get that White Sky, by the way. It's a pretty good story. But, just not to segue too far into the topic, but I think in this one in particular, everybody is looking for the next Walking Dead.
Yeah, it looked like Walking Dead just because the cover reminded me everything about those early issues.
Sure did. Sure does. Now, here's something that I next to guarantee almost nobody watching this show, all 12 of you, will ever find ever again. This is an uncut sheet of trading cards called the Marvel Super Heroes. Not heroes, heroes.
Oh, hey now.
It is. It is. Got a warrant on that one. There's now. That's all we're going to show. But on the back, it's very traditional, a first appearance of these characters. Yeah. Right? Just like you would find on a regular Marvel trading card from back in the day. So apparently this guy hired all these women, did these photo shoots, and was selling these on eBay for $20 a card or $120 for the uncut sheet. I got the uncut sheet for $20. But if you find these, I'd be very interested to hear if you did. As far as I'm aware, this is the only set of the cards that was made, just this one sheet.
Was he hit with a C&D?
Oh, eBay kept pulling it down.
Oh.
He's like, I would put the listing up. I'd sell it for like 2-3 weeks. I'd make like $1,000 and then they'd yank it down. So, listen, parody is fair.
Yeah. People versus Larry Flint. I mean, they made a damn movie of it.
They sure did. I don't know if just having their boobs out counts as parody. So he kept having it pulled down. But if anybody out there ever goes and finds one, I would love to hear about it. Please let us know.
I mean, to be fair, there's the different prawn parodies out there, and you can't sue them because People versus Larry Flint.
Plenty. Now, you did say about a couple. There was two things actually I wanted to talk about. I haven't read this one yet, but I did get that Florida Hippopotamus Cocaine Massacre because
I fucking ordered that too. God damn it!
such a good. First of all, just such an incredible title for a book. I did get the White Sky as I showed, but here's the one that I haven't heard anybody else talking about. That was another brand new book, Death Fight Forever. This is like
that, and I also ordered there was Smile that came out this week that I was expecting that to do good things, but I guess it's still cover. Didn't get any of them.
Also,
why do I bother ordering?
And I feel bad I didn't pull out the other two, but in the last couple of weeks, I think we've all noticed Vertigo has returned. Nice House by the Sea, Bleeding Hearts, End of Life. They're doing a run-on cover across all the first issues, where every cover is their characters walking across the cover. And I got the other two. I got this one. I should have grabbed them so I could show you. It looks really cool when you have all three of them together. Maybe next week I'll bring them out. But if you're picking up those first issues of the new Vertigo titles, look out for these covers because they look really great together. So that's it. That's all I got to show.
Yay.
Thank you.
Now, Tacoma, are you ready?
Sure, I'm ready. Ready as I'll ever be.
So go to Kevin then.
All right. So, had the fun time of taking my my daughter back to college on Tuesday, and there happens to be a half-price book outlet down near her, where you can sometimes find some gems. So I found all of these for a quarter each. Captain Britain Annual. Then there's Captain Britain MI13 issue. Oh, these are out of order. These are backwards. How about that? There you go. Issue 2. Issue 3. And 4.
That even has Blade in it at some point,
5
doesn't it?
featuring Blade. Yep.
Yeah.
6. So in one of these, Spitfire from the Invaders joins MI13, which I thought was pretty darn cool. There is 7.
Hogwarts.
And 8. 9.
Who's he kissing?
Looks like Madman. Right, looks like an all red deal there. And then I skipped a few and I got 13, 14, and 15. So, like a couple bucks for all that. And then another run that I found, and this you'll see a few of these they had stickers removed, and you can tell that they had stickers removed because the half-price stickers that were on them were from 2014. So 12-year-old sticker removal. There's issue 10 of Captain Marvel, the Peter David run, and 11. What do we got? 13 and 14. Actually, I did a really nice job of removing the sticker. They're all going to be like right in this area, and you can see a little bit on 15. Still looks pretty good. 16, you might be able to tell a little bit.
The sticker was on the book.
Yeah,
yep.
That's what Half Price does for its clearance stuff. Is they
show that cover again. I like that cover. Show it again.
Hi. So Half Price Books is interesting. Like they just want to move stuff quickly. So if it's sold to them in a bag, they'll put the sticker on the bag. If it's sold to them as a comic, once it goes to clearance, they'll put the sticker on the book itself. So it all depends if it's how it's sold to them.
How unnecessary is that?
Yeah, that's like putting a sticker on a baby kitten. Come on.
It's like if everything's $1, just say it's $1. You don't need to put a sticker on it. It's a waste of time and money.
Listen. If I had time to fight with Half Price Books over everything I have a problem with them for, oh boy. They recently went to this thing where for their regular books, instead of half off the cover, if the cover price is $3.99 or less, the book is $2. So it used to be you could find like a $2.25 or $2.50 book from like the early 2000s, late 90s, and get it for $1. You could even find some Bronze Age 60 centers and get them for 30 cents. Now they're all $2 each, which drives me crazy. What are you going to do? I'm not in charge. I'm not a capitalist. I don't know how those people think. All right. Most of the new comic book day books I got are upstairs to be read, but I got a couple copies of this, the new Generation X 23 with all these X clones in there, little Scotty Young. I'm probably going to regret buying that, but whatever. Got this great Dustin Nguyen cover of Wonder Woman 30, which I just read yesterday, and it looks like they beat back Strife and put her in her place, but she'll return. Don't you think? Don't you know?
At the end of King's Run.
Yeah. And then I don't know why this Stephanie Hans book did not come out 2 months ago. This is Ultimate Spider-Man 24 Stephanie Hans variant.
It didn't come out 2 months ago because the book finally wrapped up as a double-size issue. It could have gone 25 issues, but they just really wanted to get started with that new reboot.
They just wanted to finish it, huh? Okay.
Yep.
They
pulled a Game of Thrones. Just rush the ending, but we have time. No, rush it.
So also at half price, I found this cool Deadly Class variant that I didn't have. Ooh. Not my favorite, but I'll buy any Deadly Class. I love that book. Found myself a little House of Slaughter 1 and 2, Second Prince, a little Something is Killing the Children 16 with a little corner munch, but still for 25 cents, like whatever. A little Adam Hughes action on Ferris #1. This series sells pretty well. I know because I sold it a couple times. All Adam Hughes covers that a lot of people don't know about. And then finally, final books here. I went to Sancto Sanctorum Comics. When I say went to, I mean on Instagram. I follow them, and they do sales, and their sales are often really reasonable, and they are just freaking great with their service and their prices and their shipping. So finally picked up this 1 in 25 Ashley Witter variant to Dr. Afra #1 from the Alyssa Wong volume 2.
What she got under her arm? What's under her arm? What's under her arm?
Oh, or a snowtrooper's helmet, I should say. She's posing as a trooper. And then I know this book is no longer in vogue. I could really care less. Kanan #1, The Last Padawan, a blank sketch variant. And then they had a little $10 sale. I picked up some books. They were buy 3, get 1 free, I think. I got myself Miss Marvel 12, but it's a Mark Jeweler. It's pretty cool. Some Apocalypse. Some My Guy Becomes the Juggernaut. And then finally, I guess I'm going to start collecting these. I don't know. These homages to Wolverine 340. Because, why not?
Homages.
I like my homage. And that's what I got. Oh, wait.
Tell him, Professor. Tell him, Professor.
There's more.
Homage.
Wait, there's more.
So
homage sounds like potted meat.
On
to make a homage sandwich.
Before the fascist takeover, I used to follow this guy called Sounder at Heart, and he followed all the Seattle Sounders games and posted updates and running commentary and stuff, and very cool. And then I left Twitter years ago, and then MLS went to Apple TV, and nobody could afford it. Nobody watches it anyway because it's a horrible vanity league, but still Seattle Sounders fan. Recently on Blue Sky, I found Sounder at Heart is back, and for the first time ever, they put out a physical book of Sounder at Heart. So I ordered some physical media that's not a comic book through the mail. And what's really cool about this is the last story in here is written by young women who you might know by the name of G. Willow Wilson, a Seattleite and huge soccer fan, where she tells people like who are coming to Seattle for the World Cup, if anybody ever comes, if we even host it, because we're a fascist nightmare right now. But
and don't forget, there's a really bad syphilis problem up there in Washington.
She can tell you where to go eat if you come to the games, even though we didn't get anything past like the the first round. But anyway, I'm really excited about that. Really happy to support a guy who's been working hard on an internet blog and a Twitter stream and a Blue Sky stream, and now actually put out some physical media.
Just pick a surrogate team to follow as well to root for during the World Cup. You'll be all right.
Yeah.
Brazil.
A backup.
England, of course.
England. Oh my gosh. Come on. Get real.
At least you can root for Canada. I mean, you don't have to worry about rooting for the Americans like us.
I just know to root for Manchester because I watched Ted Lasso.
City or United?
I don't know.
It's an awful nice
I don't
city.
watch sports ball.
It's a
You
great
root for
answer.
AFC Richmond. Come on, Richmond.
Go Richmond. Is that a real team?
Yes.
No. Yeah.
What's Ryan Reynolds' team? Walham or
Wrexham.
something?
Rectum?
Rectum. Oh, Rectum. That's
Not Rectum.
Rectum.
Oh,
Hey,
that
we-
killed
I
him.
didn't even know him.
Chelsea pulled Rectum in the next round of the
I saw that. Yeah.
of the FA Cup. So yeah.
I pulled my rectum too.
I am wearing a Chelsea jersey, by the way. It's, this is not like fly by night. This is my Chelsea Football Club.
I took a
got
tour
really
of.
tired of spending
I toured
$150.
Stamford Bridge last summer. That was nice.
I'm going there this summer. I'm really got tired of buying jerseys with names on the backs of players that got traded a year later. So.
Oh yeah, I don't ever do that.
All right, ready, Doc?
Is it my turn? Okay.
It's your
I just
turn,
got
Kevin.
back from Texas like 20 minutes before the show started. So
Boy,
I'm
are
still
your
fine.
arms tired.
I tell you what, so I'm still a little wackadoodle, so bear with me. But when I was in Texas, I did manage to finally, for the first time ever, go to Duncanville Bookstore in Duncanville, Texas, which is a pretty good shop, probably one of the better back issue shops in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I got a few things. Not all these are from there, but one cool thing I got that I've been wanting for a while, I got the Iron Man 7-Eleven Slurpee cup. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's cool, man.
Very nice.
That's cool.
It's cool.
I
You're
had
the
a whole bunch
coolest
of
kid.
them, but I didn't have room in my suitcase for too many, so I got this. I got the Mary Marvel one for my
That's
wife.
why you mail it back to yourself.
Yeah, I could. I mean, my folks are, but it's Nose Iron Man, which is even better.
Oh, that's a specific time.
Yeah,
That's the cup Tony Stark drinks from.
I doubt it.
He drinks from a sippy cup because he's an alcoholic and he doesn't want to spill it.
I just think it's great how all of us every week, I mean, everybody's interests are in so many different places. I just find it's so cool. I mean, I see Tacoma get his stuff and Miracle get his stuff, and everybody's kind of in a different, I don't know what the right
Little
word to use is, but
Different genres, different niche.
niche genre. It's just so cool. So props to y'all. All right, I'm working on my 2026 list, and I got 9 books this week. I think I got 4 of them at Duncanville Bookstore, so I did have some luck. But first one, this is Adam number 14.
Oh, that's a cool one.
And this book is cherry pretty. I mean, it's a 9294 all day. I got this at Duncanville Bookstore, so I was happy they had some high grade stuff.
Is that
I
oversized?
think I'm going to need the banger alert ready.
Yeah.
I don't
you
have
might
that.
need
That's
to
the bangerest book I got this week. So
Well, then bang
maybe.
him. Let's.
Warning, 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 warning. Banger alert, banger alert.
To be fair, I would bang that book.
I don't want to know. La, 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 la. I got one more. This is number 31. Nice off-brand
Oh,
appearance.
See how not sticky that is?
It's got a corner crunch here. I got this one on eBay. I hate when that shit happens, but it's all right. It's not too bad.
Good man, bad man, turnaround thief.
Here's Brave and the Bold 102. Batman Teen Titans. 25 center double size. They're about to
Nice.
the Teen Titans are about to get bulldozed. I think that's kind of cool. Oh yeah.
It's like Arthur Dent from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
JLA number 40. Working on JLA.
Ooh,
Nice purple cover. I love purple DC covers.
she's pretty.
All day, every day. Yeah. Colors pop on that one, don't they?
Uh-huh.
This is one of those you got to squint to see what issue number it is. This is number 52. 52. Checkerboard top. A lot of people collect this era. I know. Which one of y'all collects the 70s bicentennial covers? One of y'all does. Is that lady?
Not on purpose, but yes.
Anyway, number 52, JLA.
Superman,
Very
and
purdy,
Batman
thank you.
often we're missing from the
And again, lady keeps not showing up, but I'm actively working on Supergirl because of her. So this is number. I mean, I told y'all last week I didn't realize that a lot of them are Bob Oxner covers, and I love Bob Oxner. So I'm jumping all over this series. This is number 4. This is really sharp. Happy to get it in this grade. This is number 5. I got this one at Duncanville Bookstore. Yay, me.
Nice.
Read the caption. Read the caption for us. Read the caption.
Supergirl, you betrayed us to the firing squad. I had to.
Oh, Supergirl.
Maybe my favorite cover of the bunch is number 8, Supergirl as Medusa.
Nice.
Supergirl, your head of
Mud,
flakes is turning us to stone. I can't stop myself.
Good times.
Don't have
times.
yourself a
My
pill.
tits are down here.
I know.
Oh, what is she 80?
They are a little weird, aren't they? Kind of weird.
Stop looking at my eyes.
She's not wearing a bra, gentlemen.
Well, and at least they're not tennis balls velcroed on her chest like a lot of books are these days.
In our weaker Earth gravity, she doesn't need a bra.
That's right.
Accurate.
But I think I got 7 of them now. I still need 1, 7, and 10. So I'm working on finishing that series, hopefully with a little luck. And then one more. I got a nice Nick Hardy Teen Titans. This is number 20. Number 20, black cover.
Oh, that's a great one.
Crisp.
Isn't that good? Yeah.
That's a great one. Black superhero in that one. One
Titan
of DC's
fits
earliest black
the-
superheroes.
Titan
Alrighty.
at the Battle of Jericho.
Yeah.
Jericho, yes.
The original Jericho and Teen Titans was a masked black superhero. They weren't going to reveal that he was black until the very end, and I forget how it worked out, but they did end up revealing. And it was, what year is that? Is that
Probably 68.
yeah?
Right
Yeah.
around there.
So
Black History Month. Thank you, Kevin.
I assume he's better than the curly hair Jericho.
different in different ways. Yes. Yeah.
I haven't read it yet. I am working on it.
It's a good story. It's actually a pretty good story.
Cool.
One of the things I found is that, you look at a lot of the stories that deal with people of color in comics, especially early on, and you can tell they are written by some of the whitest people on earth with good
Right.
intentions.
There's my money, honey. Yeah.
Right.
They were like aliens if they were explained what a black person was and then went, okay, well, I guess this is what it is. And this is what was presented. This is how
But
we
at
get
least to be
right
fair,
to
at least they were trying. I mean,
They were trying.
They were trying. Yeah.
Right. So you got to give them some credit there.
And it was a legit. I mean, this isn't a token kind of thing. They were legitimately trying to diversify the books, and
They were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
got to give
RA
them
would say, sweet Christmas. What black person was saying that in 1971?
Yeah, it's not as bad as that. So I'll put it that way.
Yep.
We know how to speak jive. We made it up because it doesn't exist.
Stewardess. Oh, stewardess.
I speak jive.
Anyway, decent week this week. About half that I actually bought it in LCS. I don't do that very often. I pretty much raised my LCS of anything worthwhile. So that's why I'm so online anymore these days. So it's nice to visit a real LCS with some nice silver and bronze and thumb through boxes. So that I prefer tactile buying stuff in person any day of the week. I'm sure most of y'all the same way. But I'm just to the point with my collection and with my want list that a lot of LCSs just don't have what I'm looking for in the grade that I want. So I got to shop online. So always a delight to buy stuff in person.
Maybe you should hit up Miracleman and go to Gary Dolgoff's comics.
Yeah.
Well, I'm counting the days to Heroes Con, not too far away. Y'all are going, right? Some of y'all.
Where is it?
Atlanta?
Atlanta?
City Comic
Texas.
Con. I'll be there.
Heroes Con, Charlotte.
If you go to Charlotte, make sure you check out
Heroes aren't hard to find.
Gary's Comics and Cards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That I think that's the name of it. I'll double check to make sure. That is the best shop in Atlanta. It's in Fayetteville, Georgia, just outside of Atlanta. It is where all of the comic books in Atlanta have apparently ended up. It's where I found those that end of run Sergeant Rock, where they had 5 or 6 issues of every issue except for the final issue, Rob.
Yeah, Atlanta is not great for back issues, and I don't know why.
Because they're all in Fayetteville. I'm telling you. You walk into that shop in Fayetteville. Hold on a second. I'm going to look it up.
It's probably Fayetteville.
Fayetteville. Listen,
Fayetteville.
I'm northern.
Sure.
Fayetteville, Georgia. Here we go. Yeah, I'm going to tell you the name of the shop right now. It is called Dave. Sorry, Dave's.
Oh, okay.
Collectible.
I've been to Dave's Comics. Yes.
Yes. I'm telling you, if you get into the Atlanta area and you do not stop at that shop, you are missing one of the best comic shops I have ever been to in my life.
Good to know.
So
I need to save some
That's
money.
it's like a 2.5 hour drive from Charlotte, though, unfortunately.
yeah, it is. But
But I go to Atlanta a couple times a year, so next time for sure.
make sure you check them out.
I'm only 2 hours from Atlanta. It's not.
Well, there
not
you go. There you go.
What? What do you want? Oh,
What do I
very
want?
nice. That's a very nice.
So
Oh yeah.
pick this up today, this week on Wednesday. This is not from the collection. I still have more stuff that I did find. I only got this one. I know there's 6 issues. I only picked up this one because this is before he goes to DC. This is 1983. He goes to DC at 86. Ted Cord Blue Beetle? Absolutely. Yes, please.
Just so you know, there is one other AC Comics featuring Blue Beetle. This one has Dan Garrett and Ted Cord in it.
There's Dan Garrett.
The other one is AC Comics Special. It has the Sentinels of Liberty. Not only does it have Blue Beetle, Ted Cord, it also has Captain Atom, Nightshade, and The Question. What happened here was AC Comics licensed the characters from Charlton. They started publishing books. They got 2 books out, and Charlton went, we're just going to sell them to DC. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got this one. Now I need to find the other one that you just mentioned.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Hey, Kitty, I don't know what you're chewing on. Stop that.
I hope it's not you.
I hope it's not your
No.
Fantastic 448.
Right?
Screw you, Rob.
I'm
No,
gonna
that-
chew your comics.
All that stuff is like right here. So I just heard munching on plastic because the big fat white one loves munching on random ass plastic. Not the comics, just plastic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cats are weird, man.
She doesn't
Weird
like
when they
munching
like
on
to
the
chew
rug.
on shit.
So speaking about cats, this is one of those early appearances of Harley when she's just coming into the DC main continuity. I didn't have it, so
Who drew that? That's kind of
Good
cool.
book to have.
this is Steven Johnson, I think.
Oh, okay. I don't
That's
know.
good cover.
It's nice.
It's a controversial cover because it looks like her throat was split.
Yep.
And yeah, controversial for women being assaulted.
Ketchup package
Not
exploded.
great. So these were a few that I didn't have. So this is a featuring Batgirl. This other one, I think this is the first time they kiss in comics.
Yep.
First kiss.
Yeah.
The funny
Great
thing-
book.
Funny thing about this book, you had this big fat guy come in, looked like he just stepped out of the Midwest, and he's like, "Yeah, I buy a lot of comics. I want some good prices." He walks and it's like, "Okay, $7." He puts it down. Well, I'll take it. Like, hey, like, you don't want to buy it for $7? No, that's too much. I'll take it. I'm not going to argue.
I want everything for a nickel.
What do you mean this isn't $1? Isn't everything should be $1? This is 60 cents. Why isn't it Go, please, sir, please leave.
Now, was this cover before or after Crisis on Infinite Earth?
So this is before Crisis. This is actually leading up to Crisis on Infinite Earths. Crisis on Infinite Earths for DC Comics Presents. You're talking about like mid 70s, early 70s. So this isn't very far away. It's just about a year. But this is one of the stories, especially when Infinite Crisis came out, that they said, oh, if you're going back and looking for Crisis on Infinite Earth stuff and crossovers and whatnot, this is definitely a book you want to get, because Power Girl looks like she dies here. And obviously Supergirl died in Crisis. Now, the ironic part here is Earth 2 Power Girl was the sole survivor of Earth 2 universe. And mainstream universe Supergirl died. right? So they actually saved a Supergirl, just the E2 version, and kind of stuck her into the new Earth. But yeah, so this was considered a foreshadowing story for Crisis on Infinite Earths #7.
It's pre-window.
I'm glad you answered, because I would have just said something snarky about the covers look similar and have no idea, but you really knew what you were talking about.
Well, thank you. You filled in the space that I couldn't provide answers to.
Sorry.
Ooh.
This was one of those books. That was one of those books I chased down when Infinite Crisis came out, because I didn't even know about it until then.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
cool. Love that.
Yeah,
cover.
that's a
definitely glad
great
I got
book.
that one. I just go Power Girl early. Sure. Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is. I'm just going to pick it up.
Yeah.
This, I can't believe I didn't have. I thought I had it when I was reading the DCKO where Joker gets Mixia's Spit Licks power. And I went, hey, I should have this. I don't have this. So I saw this in a stack this week and goes, yeah, $5. Sure, I'll take it.
Oh, yeah, that's a $5 book all day long. Grab it up. Great get.
These are a few Flash that I didn't have
Nice.
with Heatwave.
That's a
Heatwave
great
and
era for
Mirror
DC.
Master.
Probably my second favorite era for DC.
Yeah.
30 centers with the ribbon on the top. Yeah, DC logo, the Bullet
What is
logo in
going
the
on with
middle.
his leg there?
Yeah, he looks more like elongated man. But for me, early Flash, and I don't mean early, I mean like 1980s Flash, that's when I started reading comic books.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, of course, while the movie made a lot of comics that were early Flash just tank in value, I'm thankful because I'll pick those up all day long.
Oh, yeah.
You could be in the Superman movie. Come on.
Ooh, yeah.
Shazam!
Shazam. This is before I was born.
Great.
Not before I was born.
I feel young for once.
I
one.
think I'm the only one alive in this group from that period.
That was the third
It's
comic
okay
book
to
I ever
look-
bought.
This?
So that
Wow.
is a genuinely incredibly fun book. It's single appearance of that supervillain, who was, as you can see, the polar opposite of Billy Batson. There was at some point in time, I think they alluded to the character later on, but they never actually see them again. Probably one of my favorite stories in that entire Shazam run.
Nice.
Raw, who's the second best Rogues Gallery in comics? I assume it's
Flash.
Batman, Spider-Man,
Oh,
Flash.
sorry, Batman, Spider.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man's the second, Batman's the first.
Mm.
Just
Okay.
one of those issues I didn't have.
Weird War.
That's a
Love
great
those.
cover.
Love those.
Yeah, good stuff.
You know, sometimes the Weird Wars were really hit or miss stories. But when they hit, man, they fucking hit.
And the
They were
covers
good.
never go wrong. They're all good.
Never. Every single cover is banger, one after another.
There's Joe Kubert. This is the issue before they start bringing in the Creature Commandos.
Nice.
Kubert right in the center.
Kubert.
Just to let you know who's
Turn
the
around,
artist.
darling. Show them your most beautiful woman on earth.
Kubert was a guy who always understood the assignment every single time.
And he doesn't
can-
get near. I mean, he gets props, but he doesn't get near the props of a lot of his contemporaries, unfortunately.
Right.
Because most of his books were war books.
Vast
Tarzan.
majority. You literally cannot find a bad piece of art from him. You just can't. It doesn't exist.
And he had a lot of kids who just made the same stuff after.
Very, very, very much so. Yes, absolutely.
I didn't mean like they were copying dad. I mean like just doing more artwork.
Right.
Now, this one here, the
Oh,
cover is detached.
Oh, no.
I didn't realize it till I brought it home. I thought I was paying less just because of this.
Mm.
No, it's because when I was holding it, I was on a show earlier this week on TikTok. Tacoma joined me. Cliff joined me. Sorry. I'm looking at Tacoma. So Cliff joined me and I was holding on to the book and it just fell out.
Oh, that's a heartbreaker.
Oh no, it was Jig's Kingdom. That was it. You were on there, Tacoma.
I was on that one. Yeah, not
Right in
not
front of
TikTok.
everybody. Just
It
fell
was
out.
so embarrassing. Yeah, I know what I'm doing with comic books. Look at this. I'm looking to see what the grade is. Ploop, just falls right out.
That grade is none.
But this one
It's
is a Jim
none
Lee
grade.
cover.
Who's Jim Lee?
I don't know. I think he's
They gave me
some
Alan Davis
import.
vibe.
I can see
He
Alan
kind of
Davis
reminds
on
me of.
Conan. Not on Conan though.
He reminds me of an artist that would be working on Dragon Ball Z.
Well, I know we were saying Kubert was underrated. I think Jim Lee's way overrated. Sorry, people who love him. Sorry. but-
I agree.
I think he's a great artist. I don't think it's,
His layouts sometimes just look really crowded.
yeah.
I mean, sometimes he really hits like that Batman 608 second print.
Is that Bob Smith? No, that's not Bob Smith.
Yeah, this is a reprint Wally Wood. I don't think the cover's Wally Wood. I think that might be Gil Kane. But this one reprints the issue 19. I have most of Daredevil, but what I'm light on are the annuals. So I have the 1 and 2 annuals and like no others.
There's not very many Daredevil annuals.
Thank God. I'm good with that. I'm not a huge fan of annuals, especially when they're reprints.
Or when it's a different team on it.
Yeah. Like I have most of all Fantastic Four. I don't have most of the giant size. I had the first appearance of like Jamie Madrox. Didn't have this one. So now I'm missing like 2 other issues, which is fine. They're not expensive. And most of them are reprints. Same with this. Now I have 1 through 13 annuals of Incredible Hulk.
You want a
I
little
know-
mini quest? Get all the books from Marvel with this Marvel comic could be worth $2,500. There's quite a few actually. It's probably 20.
I probably have all of them minus maybe Micronauts.
And then the
Not on
Toys R Us
purpose.
one was the next month, so you get to do those too.
Again, I probably have all of them minus Micronauts.
I guess what I don't understand is when they reprint these things, they have to keep that banner on. It just drives me crazy that they can't
It's to
take it
make
off.
it's to make it look authentic. And back then they liked putting these stupid banners up there.
They sure did. They
Just
sure
stick
did.
it in the book. Why does it have to be on the? Okay, I'm bitching about things that are 40
You
years
know
old.
the answer to that, Rob. Come on.
Because money. That's the
Yeah.
answer to everything. Why are they doing this? Because of money.
It's worth $2,500 to them.
What's
Right.
going on with the Epstein files? It's because of money.
The Dow Jones is
Money.
$50,000. I don't know what you're laughing at. That bitch. I hate the sound of her fucking voice.
Oh.
She's
Oh
awful.
my
She
God.
is absolutely awful.
Allow me to clutch my pearls.
I
Now
mean, you
need the
couldn't.
sub-
Her picture is lapdog in the dictionary. It's unbelievable.
Oh, unless we strike Iran this weekend, she's probably out of a job by the time we have our next show.
God, I hope so.
But it's not like they're going to replace her with anybody better.
No,
No,
it'll be another
they're not.
blonde-haired, cross-wearing dingaling.
Moron.
they were not trying on this cover.
No, that's
No,
not,
well, they were almost done. It ends
not
at 80.
strong. Not a strong cover. No.
The Dow is at 50,000. The Dow, he's poking his chest. The Dow is at 50,000. Actually, it's not. It's dropped substantially since then.
Oh, good. We can go after pedophiles now.
Now, I didn't
God,
know
look
what
at
this
this
was.
cover. Wow.
What?
Oh, nice.
I thought that this was a
Dan
Golden
O'Neill.
Age book from 1948. This came out in 1971.
Yeah, that's a
Look
good
at
Yeah,
one,
look at that
baby.
cover.
Oh, that's great.
Is he blowing his brains out?
Dan O'Neill did. Dan O'Neill was involved. Do you guys remember a couple of weeks ago when I showed you that Air Pirates Funnies?
Yep.
Yes.
Dan
Mhm.
O'Neill. Dan O'Neill was
Oh.
Air Pirates Funnies. This specific issue that you're holding includes material that was supposed to appear in Air Pirates Funnies number 3. Yeah, so good grab.
Even the
$25.
sun's Even the sun knows
That's
this violate
awesome.
the comic code.
Yeah, pretty much.
I put it at about a 6.0.
Nice.
Ah, great book. Great book.
Red
I was like,
cover.
holy shit, this is a great condition for Golden Age. It's not Golden Age.
No, it isn't.
Still nice,
but
though.
It's in CLZ though, luckily.
yeah,
50 cents should have
All right.
that should have been a red flag. But yeah, that's
like
okay.
$5,000 in the golden age.
I could have bought 3 houses.
Rob, I got one
right.
extra book to show.
Oh, Ian found a book. What the
Ooh.
heck? What's going
Oh
on
my-
there?
Never mind. That's a big stack.
What the hell?
She
Ah.
looked
I
like
hope it's not
Tomo.
all she.
And his sign.
No. This was from the collection.
That's what I figured. Yeah.
As I put this in a better sort of camera lineup.
Wait. To
Is that
catch people up, Rob bought a collection with 8 long boxes. How many?
It will be about 8.
Okay.
That's all of them right back there.
So that's just to catch people up. I don't know if we're allowed to say how much you spend. He spent a lot of money on it. So over the weeks, you're going to see this collection as he begs and boards them. So I'm just catching people up. Who
All
haven't
right.
been
Now we have
paying attention.
context. Let's go.
Well, thank you, Michael.
We were supposed to actually go through some of those indies there, buddy.
And we still can.
All right.
But first, Ian has a book he wants to show.
Oh, that's right.
Show it.
Just for like ridiculous
Whoa.
covers.
Yeah.
Oh
My
yeah.
finger is a noose and a lizard and a scimitar and a gun and a skull with hair.
Hey, Kevin.
That's proper.
As one's fingers are.
As long as he
get
turns
covered
back.
because they're beautiful, and sometimes they're not. They're just
Yeah,
all right.
that'll happen.
All right. So these are from the collection. And yeah, I have to raise this because this is a big stack. I'll go through them fast. I already have a signed copy of this.
Yeah, he's
Somehow-
signed a shit ton of those. I think I have a signed copy of that.
I'm pretty sure it would be easy. It would be more difficult to find a copy not signed than a copy signed.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, this guy's collection is mostly consisting of like 6.0s, a lot of low grades, a few here and there that are like very fines, but this one was near mint. Like, out of everything that he kept in great condition, why did it have to be
It
this?
was
Right.
that book. Oof.
And I thought that this was a Sergeant Rock book, but
What?
it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not. This is a newsstand, but it's in higher grade, so I pulled that one aside.
Oh, I hate the 90s. I hate the 90s.
Look at that body and look at the
That's so-
size of his teeny tiny head.
That's so awful.
His bicep is bigger than his head.
Look how big his fist is.
As one's is.
Now,
Look at
this
Cap's
is-
thigh. Oh my god.
this is in competition for like
Hi,
an
Cap.
Alf 48. He's riding Namor.
The Riley
Truth.
Nemo cover.
I had the issue 2 because of Moon Knight. I didn't have the 1, so I pulled it. He had 3 ones in there, so this was the one in the best shape.
This was the summer when all the annuals tied together.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you mean every
Evolutionary
summer?
War.
Every single summer of the 90s.
The evolutionary.
You got Atlantis
War.
Attacks. You got that one. Yeah. it's a bunch.
What I love at the end, it turns out Charles Darwin was behind it all.
Damn you, Charles Darwin.
Wow.
And they had the
So
one
now-
with the every annual had a new first appearance villain, and they had a trading card sealed in the plastic with each one. Yeah.
Good
So
stuff.
I had here and there Punisher issues, so I pulled out the ones that I was missing, and most of these are in like mid grade.
Nice.
Who's that behind me? Who's
Ninja.
behind me?
This guy was a huge Punisher fan, so I'm very glad that he had that ASM 129 in there. That one he took care of.
Nice.
The Punisher issues after like the first 10 or 15, he starts treating them like, why do I bother bagging and boarding it? These are new
I
books.
mean, I can't necessarily argue with that at the time. Punisher books were a dime a dozen back then.
I mean, even now, a lot of these are dollar books, but if they're preserved well enough, like, yeah, I'll take it out. This one's 6.5, so
Speed
annoying.
lines are not background.
They
But
are,
I can finish a cover faster.
Yep, they are back then.
Yeah. Everybody had 70.
I saw this in a manga.
How many teeth you got there, Rob? Count
He's-
them.
What happened?
How many teeth? Count them.
In his mouth.
More
Teeth.
than people should have. And it should be, it looks like he has one big tooth here at the beginning, but it's fused together, much like his, he has way too many front teeth.
Great dental work.
He's got a fabulous dentist. Yeah.
I need his dentist. I just need a dentist.
Here we have Marlon Brando from Apocalypse Now.
Your dentist's name is Crentist? Maybe that's why he became a dentist.
No, Links,
Mr.
I agree.
Prentice,
I just don't.
you should be a dentist.
I have almost zero 90s comics, mainstream ones.
She's among the worst. All right, so this one I didn't have. For some reason, I have mostly a full run of Punisher now, and that was not my intention. I'm good with all the ones from Garth Ennis. Not really everything else.
Yeah, you know what? They're a good one-time read.
Now I need 2 through 4. Why was only 1 in there?
This book is so representative of the late 80s, mid to late 80s. It's great.
The reason this first issue was in there is because every person who's ever bought a comic has this comic.
I didn't have this until now.
Blows my mind. I have never bought this book. I think I have 3 copies.
I mean, essentially, this is a 20-cent pickup.
Right. But it's still cool. I mean, if you've never read it, it's a pretty decent story.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at least the kid on the cover looks like a kid instead of an adult, but smaller.
He really
So
looks
why is
like
John
our
Byrne
Black
incapable of
Gordon,
drawing
Franklin
children?
Richards.
Why?
I don't know.
Why
That
could
was
John
John
Byrne not
Byrne?
draw children?
That was
Yes.
John Byrne.
Yeah, that's John Byrne. Yeah.
No, it's not John Byrne. I'm just asking
Oh.
why could John Byrne not draw children?
Right. Yeah, he has no ability to do so. When he draws them, they look like 50-year-old men.
They look like little people. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
That's
live in
cool.
Miami, so I pulled this out.
I like that.
Miami
Is
Mice.
there a copy of Adolescent Radioactive Black Bill Hamsters next?
I think it's in there.
Oh, I'm sure. Again,
Gangrene, geriatric jujitsu gerbils.
a book nobody's ever bought, but every comic collector has some of.
Yes.
This thing
Number
here is cheap
12.
as shit. Huh?
I don't know which issue is it. I'm guessing.
Is this 10?
Oh, so close.
It's
It's
a
the
very
first-
inexpensive book.
Yeah,
It's
you
Luke
could get this under
McDonald.
$10. It's the first cover appearance of Amanda Waller. Her
Let me
first
tell you,
appearance
Rob.
is Legends 1, and it's also under $10 because they printed the hell out of these.
Yeah.
So let me tell you about Luke McDonald. May I?
Please.
Absolutely.
So I was an Iron Man nerd since I was a teeny little Kevin. All right. And of course, we all know about the Bob Layton, John Romita Jr., David Michelinie run, Demon in a Bottle, all that stuff, and how
Mhm.
classic it is. And then after that was over, the new creative team they had Denny O'Neil writing it. They had Luke McDonald on pencils, and they had Steve Mitchell as the inker. And of course, as an impressionable 14-year-old being weaned on Bob Layton and JRJR, I hated Luke McDonald because it was not the same. I mean, I wanted continuity. But as an adult, as an old fart now, I think Luke McDonald is brilliant. He is such a good penciler.
Yeah. No, he's amazing. Did he also do Death Star? What am I thinking?
Dreadstar? Is that what you were thinking of?
But
Which
he
one?
went from Iron Man and then he did Suicide Squad. Those are the main 2 that I know him from. Anyway, sorry, Rob. You may continue.
No, all good. I'm just responding to a text there. Okay, here we go back. So yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in just a minute. But yeah, first appearance of Amanda Waller on a cover, and you can get it for under $10. But this has some staining on it, so
Most of them do.
they're white covers. Oh,
Yep.
I love that run.
So I had this, but the copy I had was all ratty. So this one here is in much better condition.
That's a great series.
First
especially
cover
when
appearance
Starlin
of
came back to it, started with number 9. Good stuff.
It's in my top. That Jim Starlin runs one of my top 10.
Oh yeah,
comic
and
runs
fun
ever.
fact. I mean, so Starlin took over Strange Tales with Warlock with issue like what 168. He did about 8 issues. First Gamora and a few others, and then it moved over to Warlock, and he took over with issue 9 and finished the run on that. Good stuff.
the first few issues, no one really gave a shit about.
Right.
Well,
I
it
like
really
issue
got
5
finished in Marvel 2-in-1 and the Avengers annuals. That's how he
Oh,
wrote it.
yeah. Those are great. So underrated.
Took a while for people to catch on. Now, I don't want every single issue of Marvel Tales. There's way too many, but certain covers, I'm like, yeah, I'll pull it. This was from the collection. I didn't have to pay for it. This guy didn't have a lot of Thor comics, but he did have one of the ones I didn't have, so I pulled that out.
A Galactus Herald.
Yeah.
Why am I drawing a
It's
blank
a
on his
robot. Oh, it's Airwalker.
Airwalker. Thank you. I'm getting old, man.
From FF 120 that I spent way too much money on.
Dreadstar. That's what I was looking for. Dreadstar.
Oh.
Yeah. Jim Starlin's
Nice.
book.
At its newsstand, so I'll put it aside. Spawn I didn't have to pay for.
What issue?
Issue 118. If only it was 119. 119 is the first cameo of like She Spawn and Gunslinger Spawn. 118, not the 119.
Butt itch spawn, crab spawn.
There's way too
Cat
many
Spawn.
spawns.
Puppy dog Spawn.
I talked to a guy at my shop this week, and I'm going to try and get rid of all my spawn with this dude.
Y'all need to reread that series. It is so good.
Well, funny thing, I had issue 1 through 3, but this is the final issue that I didn't have. Now I can finally read it.
I
I
love
have
it.
that. Do I have that?
Jim Starlin, Bernie Wrightson.
Wrightson. Yeah.
Yes, please.
So good.
Huh.
Ooh, an Avengers 7 signed by Starlin. And yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's not the Jazz Hands cover.
No. Wait, people are reading Spawn? I don't know. Who reads Spawn? We just get it for the art. Read? We're comic fans. We can't read. I appreciate art. Like Bane. Bane can't read. Well, actually, Bane's a genius.
Oh, I only have the first issue.
Fortunately, the one writer. You just have the first issue?
Yeah.
Well, look for the rest. They're going to be worth it from what
They're
I'm
cheap
hearing.
too. Cheap.
Yeah, they're like $5-8. You could probably get all of them for 20. First issue, it's in mid grade. You need to find those last few issues.
No, those are hard. Good luck.
Yeah, I know. He only had the first issue, of course. Jim Lee art, that hack. He's not a hack. I know people love him.
He's just
But
not my
again-
thing. I mean, I respect him. I appreciate him, but not my style.
His layout choices, they're very detailed. I can say that. It's just the layout. I have problems.
He was the king of, and Miracleman probably likes this, but he was the king of the both butt cheeks and both boobs at the same time.
Yes, and how dare you?
It's like, man, she has a broken spine. Come on.
Another
I've
copy
never
of
seen
Spawn.
That's obscure.
Well, you want to know? Actually, this is obscure. You want to know why? Because it's mid grade.
Sorry, I'm tired. I've had two glasses of wine. I'm getting goofy.
Oh, good. And here are the first few issues of Xenozoic Tales, also known as Galactic Dinosaurs.
Nice.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
I need a Death Rattle 10.
Yeah, I actually might have a line on that if you want it.
I would.
Okay. I got
Michael has
mine.
more books to show after I'm done here, apparently.
I'm just
Yeah,
looking.
I just finally finished Xenozoic Tales last year.
Oh,
It's a phenomenal series. Mark Schultz will never finish it.
No.
What
What are they doing these days? I don't
started in
even
the
know.
90s or 80s, right?
80s, yeah. I don't know. Whatever he's doing, he should stop and come back and do this.
Right?
You know, that guy, he before he became a famous comic artist, he was a security guard at an all-girls college. So
Inspiration for his drawings, I
that's
suspect.
why Hannah Dundee is sexy as fuck.
Because all I could think about is the very young teenage flesh.
They could be in their 20s.
Who
Maybe.
did the art on that Nightcrawler mini?
That would be
remember.
I
Cochran.
think it was Cockrum.
Cochran
Yeah.
did it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
those
a-
were the
that's a-
ones that I pulled aside.
That's a series I swear I had in my collection, and I cannot find it in my collection.
You
I'm
can
gonna
get
try
it
and
for like
file
$5.
mine under again.
Michael, have you changed your wall back there? It looks like it.
Yeah, I changed some of them.
Nice.
I try and, especially when I get new comics in, I try and move it around, but keep it fresh.
I thought you wanted to show some books.
No, I was just looking through some of my Batman. I was hoping to find the cult, but I literally only have the first issue.
Oh.
Because I didn't recognize your cover, so I was like, I don't have that. Yeah, I guess I don't
This
have
is the
full
final issue. It's like everyone has the first issue. No one has like 3, 4, 5.
No.
Well, there's only 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, it's 4 issues. Yeah.
I just remember watching, going to comic shows in the 90s, always seeing Batman the Cult, always being told by the dealer, yeah, this is some great stuff. Never picked it up for whatever reason. Now I finally have all 4 issues. I'm going to read that shit this weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of depicted as the poor man's Dark Knight Returns because it came
Yeah.
out a couple of years right after that. But it stands on its own 2 feet. It's so good.
100%. 100%.
So anything anybody want to promote on their channels coming up over the next week?
9. Just like and subscribe, everybody here, please.
Yeah, he's got shorts coming out daily. My shorts are finally back again. Top 5 will be on Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Tomorrow I probably won't have a short, but the rest of the week I've been doing my shorts based off of the top 5. And again, the top 5 is just based off my collection back here. I hit the value update button from CLZ CovrPrice, and then I put some comic insights like the CGC, the census. So that way, you know, if it's rare, not rare, if you're overpaying or not. And it's mostly just to help people out there determine whether or not they should buy a book, because no one wants to overpay. And as Michael says, eat my shorts.
Rob, it's about time for another game show episode. You know that, right?
But that would mean we need to have Lady Fantastic on.
We do.
No, she always
do.
wins.
That's the point. Y'all got to step up your game, and I can't play because I'm the one that comes up with this stuff. Because if I
No,
play,
get a guest host, so you can
I'm
play.
still going to lose against Lady Fantastic, though.
No, we're gonna crush her
It'll be funnier if you lose on your own channel.
Yeah.
But that would just be normal because my last name is Worst. Just saying.
But it's time. We had a fun time with our experimental episode. Now we get to do a real one.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. I want to do it again. In fact, how about this?
What?
How about this? All right. Okay. Fuck, Mary, kill. Punisher, Midnighter, or Homelander? Miracleman, go.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to fuck the shit out of the Punisher. It would be wild. You marry Midnighter. He is a romantic at heart, and he will anally drill somebody to death who harms you. Homelander, you kill. That guy's a fucking psychopath. But yeah, so that's a fuck, marry, kill right down the line there.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our fuck, marry, kill. Just an example of the kind of fun we have around
Mary,
here.
fuck.
Not midnight.
Mary, fuck.
Marry, fuck, marry, fuck. Oh, wait, we're talking about things that they don't like us talking about.
No. Sorry.
as it sometimes happens.
Sorry,
But that has
sir.
been another- Oh no! Oh, did we do something wrong? Oh, that's just called every episode. But I want to thank everybody for watching. We are going to be coming back next week, same time, same channel, February the 17th, Old Comic Book Day. Because let's face it, if it's not New Comic Book Day, they're all Old Comic Book Day. Go out, pick up some books. Let us know what you picked up. Drop it in the comments. Let us know if you got any of the top 5 in the comments after the show. Thank you all for watching. If you were watching live, if you're a replay viewer, love to see you there. And till next time, let us know if there's anything you want to see. We will be back. But until then, thank you all so much. Bye. Bye. Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.